Hey, my name is Mike Gibson, and I'm on the Dream Team here at Gilead. Have you ever struggled to do a project or something that was just really hard to do, and maybe you needed some guidance? Well, I had this leaky water faucet outside of my house, and I wanted to change it, and I wanted to be a man's man and just take care of it myself. And I had a friend at church that was good at the plumbing thing, and I asked him, I said, can you give me some tips or some guidance on how to do this? And he says, I'll do you one better. How about I schedule some time, we'll come over and we'll just do it together. The guy comes over to my house and pretty much takes over, does the whole thing, shows me step by step, teaches me the whole process in person. And I tried to pay him for his time, and he says, no, Mike, I just love you. I want to do this out of the kindness of my heart and be Christ to you. And I thought that was so awesome. You know, there are 613 Old Testament commands. 613, so many. And there was this guy in Jesus' day, he was a Pharisee, and it says he was an expert in the law, which means he memorized all of these Old Testament commands. And after watching Jesus shut up the Sadducees, he comes up and he tries to trip him up himself. And the Sadducee asks Jesus, he says, out of all the Old Testament commands, now remember, this guy knew all the commands. He says, which one's the most important? And how can you pick one commandment over any of the others as being more important? But Jesus could. Jesus, I love this passage because Jesus is so straight up. He says in Matthew 22, 37 to 40, he says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all of your mind. This is the greatest and most important command. The second is like it. See, he doesn't stop there. He says the second is like it. It's like the second is just as important. Love your neighbor as yourself. And then he uses this word all. All the law and the prophets, all of the Old Testament depend on these two commands. I can just imagine the Pharisee's reaction. He's probably like dumbfounded and falling backwards over himself and thinking he was going to trip Jesus up. And no, Jesus tripped him up. I love how Jesus is able to just wrap it all up in a nutshell like that. Loving God, though, let's talk about these two. Loving God seems super easy. We love because he first loved us, right? That's what the Bible says. It's easy for us to love because God sent his son Jesus to die on the cross for us, and because he gave himself so freely to us, it's easy for us to love him back. However, loving our neighbor, that might be a little bit harder. And Jesus isn't talking about our next door neighbor. Jesus is talking about the neighbor as in everybody we come into contact with in the broader sense. All people are our neighbors. So we need to not only love God, but we need to love everybody. That's pretty broad. Love everyone you come into contact with. We're told to even love those who persecute us. I want to challenge us all today to be a neighbor to someone today. Be on the lookout purposely for someone that may need your help. You have some kind of a gift, you have some kind of a talent, you have something that you can share with somebody else. Maybe it's an open ear, a financial blessing, a kind word, or actually physically helping them. Let's go out and see God do amazing things in and through us as we show Christ to others.